us here at the Cobblers Boss. What a piece, the final score here at 6-0. Jon, good to see you. Thanks for coming up. What did you make of that?
To start with, tough work because when the rain came down, the wind just kicked up. It just came out of nowhere in the first couple of minutes, and then it was really hard to get out. I watched these play Derby on Tuesday night, and what they are now is quite direct, quite competitive, not giving you time and space, and they keep turning it back in behind you, and it was really hard to get out in the first 15-20 minutes, and we couldn't. And then obviously we concede, I'm out of breath from coming up.
Yeah.
But we concede, I felt a poor goal in and around our box, and then we start to get to grips with the game, and then we start to try and play, and we start to open them up, but without creating any real chances in the first half. And then second half we sort of stayed in the game. It was a bit ebbed and flowed a bit, and then obviously, it could change, and Alfie May hits the post, and then we go up the other end through a mistake and score. So look, the one thing I'll say, they've drawn with Bolton, drawn with Portsmouth, yeah, and then they beat Derby the other night, and they were excellent against Derby, and they're three high quality sides. And like I say, they've got incredible players for the level, and it shows with our group how good our group can be. And then we had to take a bit of an injury with Jordan, and change shape around and shuffle the pack, and overall to get a few of the players on that we wanted to get on and get minutes, it was in the end to get a draw really positive, I think.
Yeah, you're always in the game. You're stuck in the game. I imagine watching from up here, and I imagine you felt the same second half. The frustration was that the game was there to be got back into. You just couldn't quite in an attacking sense get everything, get a bit of rhythm.
Well, look, tactically, I kept probing and kept changing and kept tweaking, kept shuffling, and I tried to get two up top against the wind, because we just couldn't get out, and it was horrible. And then we started to get out because we started to play and we started to move the ball better. And then second half, I had quite good balance to go back to our original shape and round pegs and round holes, and I thought we ebbed and flowed and had some really good periods, and then we had a few lulls in it. But overall, look, like I said to you, Jake, you watch that game today, they are in a false position. They really are. So many high quality players, and look, take 4 points off Charlton this season, I feel is a good return.
Yeah, it certainly is. And like you say with the goal, it's obviously there's a goalkeeper mistake in there, but it doesn't happen if there's not the pressure from Sam Hoskins.
Absolutely, the way we press and the way we work, and we're going to gain a perspective here as a whole football club and fans, everyone, and look at the resources they're working with, and compared to us, and we've taken 4 points off them this year, so it's a real positive, and the position we're in is a real positive. So overall, look, we want to be better, but it's a high level opposition now.
Yeah, and is that almost as satisfying? We're talking about this, that you're in the game defensively. I thought John Guthrie was really good. I thought your defensive line was really good. Attacking wise, you couldn't quite click into gear as you normally do, but you're playing a high quality side, like you say, and you still come away with a point, and that's a real sign of progress, isn't it?
Look, you want your best players fit, and you want to be able to play them because it does make a difference to the game. And when you're chopping and changing all the time, you see with our results, we have those blips because we go through some injury situations that are really hard. But overall, I feel the way we finished the game, probably in the last 30 minutes, I thought with the players we had on the pitch, it looked a lot more like us.
You mentioned you had to bring Jordan Willis off at half time. How's he?
Yeah, look, we'll see. He's been a warrior this season for us, and he's played a lot more than he ever expected. We talked about it the other day, so I don't know. I hope it's not too serious.
What about Mark Leonard, John? You took him off late as well, having picked up his latest.
Well, he was targeted today. You could see he was kicked from pillar to post, and every time he got on the ball, and the ref did nothing about it. I felt that was pretty poor from them. I would say the foul count could be between 8 and 10 on him today, and you see his shins and loads of blood coming down his shins because he's been kicked all over the place. And you talk about referees doing their job and protection. There was none of that today. And look, you see the way they've gone from a really good footballing side under Michael Appleton to a side who are hugely direct, trying to be aggressive, trying to get themselves out of a relegation zone. And one player they targeted today was kick the hell out of Mark Leonard.
And like you say, it's there's an onus, isn't there? These players need that bit of protection. If there's a yellow card shown early, it sets the tone. But those foul counts just kept totting up.
Yeah, absolutely. So disappointing, but there you go. You know what Mark's done for 2 years now? He showed resilience and he kept getting up. And finally, in the end, I think he's okay, but he's bruised and battered.
It happens game in, game out, though, doesn't it, John? He gets targeted, he goes to ground, he gets injuries as a consequence of that, and he doesn't seem to get the protection that he deserves.
Well, quality players that happens to when you're very good on the ball, and Pete will tell you. I don't know. What did you feel there today, Pete? Was he unprotected there a little bit, or in your opinion? I know it's hard for you to say, but
no, John. No, we said it in commentary. We could clearly see it. You get confused with me, by the way. Just
well, you're glad I was down there.
No, the point was that you could see it, and it's that flair player who was targeted for. Mr. Jones knew exactly what he was doing there. He was going to try to stop you playing through Leonard. He targeted him. And yet Simpson picks up the first booking for an innocuous, man-on-man situation in the midfield. So from a refereeing point of view, if I was the assessor, which I'm not, I'd have said to him, hey, just be aware of the tactical formation of the team who you're playing against now, and look at the players you're playing against, because today I think the Cobblers were hard done by on that score.
Do you not think that's experience and knowing the game, Pete, that you can see what's happening, and maybe you deal with it and you have a word to the player, hey, one more on him, the next one's getting booked.
Well, actually, you deal with it in the tunnel when they're lining up. You'll go to the lads and say, hey, guys, I'm on it today, so leave him alone, and you leave him alone. Just sow the seed of doubt into the player's mind when they go out there. Clearly, as a manager, you're going to say your own tactical things, which you're taking point. But the referee's job is to be proactive, not reactive. Stop things happening before they happen. Today, I think Mr. Wood it was a bit lenient towards the Charlton defenders.
Yeah.